Coming up on the pod, we have Cannabis Keenan back in studio, along with our resident medical expert, Caitlin, as we review the film American Outlaws.
If you want a movie review, look no further than these dudes. You got Real Buzz Rob on the mic, you got Cannabis Keenan, he's alright. Caitlin is giving all she can give, and Calvin doesn't even know where he is. This is Real Buzz Takes with the Real Buzz crew.
Welcome to another edition of Real Buzz Takes. We are the Real Buzzed crew. I'm Real Buzzed Rob.
Every gun makes its own tune.
And to my left, we have our resident medical expert and mom of the pod, Caitlin Woodson. Say hello, Caitlin.
Oh, man, can't you get her to shut up?
What? There was a lot of voices going on at the same time in that one.
I'll take it again.
Oh, man, can't you get her to shut up?
He just wants me to shut up. It's the moral of the story.
What? Nuh-uh.
Moral of the story.
What's that from?
I don't know. It's a Clint Eastwood drop from a Western. It's Western theme.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. And to my adjacent, we have Keenan, a.k.a. Keenan the Cannibal, a.k.a. Cannabis Keenan, a.k.a. Keenan the Barbarian, Keenan Robertson.
You see, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns, and those who dig. You dig.
I'm going sunglasses for this one. Fuck it.
You like those? I
Yeah.
just got those in the mail.
Bună ziua, Romania. What's up?
All right, so let's go ahead and get this party started.
Let's fucking rage.
My pins are very shiny on the screen. I feel like I need to tuck them away.
Tuck away.
I got a ketchup stain that I hope is not being picked up on the screen.
All right.
It's going to suck because I'm going to smell like ketchup all fucking day now.
That doesn't bother me. I like ketchup.
It smelled like a McDonald's a little bit in here.
It was a Wendy's. It was a Baconator,
Close.
and it sabotaged me on the drive down.
Did you get the breakfast Baconator?
No, I thought I was going to make breakfast, and I didn't, and I was really pissed off.
I made
that
waffles
sucks.
this morning. Don't be jealous.
And in the morning, Caitlin's making waffles.
All right, so let's go ahead and get some real buzzed current affairs.
Is it just me, or is that drop louder than any drop we have?
I think it is louder.
It's a little louder. I tried to turn it down in the middle, but, I'll work on it.
Let them know that the news is coming.
But yeah, man.
Like a freight train into my brain.
Did you mean to rhyme? That was pretty
That
good,
was a
Dr.
good rap,
Seuss.
yeah. DJ Caitlin Woodson. Anyway,
So I guess, do we want to start off with Deshaun Watson? Deshaunson?
a lot of bad stuff with that guy.
A lot of allegations. I think it's up to 22 now, and there's some really weird allegations.
A lot of massagey turned wrong allegations.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, no, not just like massagey turned wrong. Like he didn't. I mean, yeah, he's the regular shit. He showed his erect penis and was like, "Hey, want to massage this?" But he also.
Not right.
I don't mean to laugh at that
not
like
right.
that, but Rob's breakdown of it. If it actually happened like that.
It's pretty bold. No,
Hey.
that's the account that's written down. It's like, yeah, he just walked in with a loincloth on, and his dick was like, well, I wrote down, showed off his hard hog, and
Why would you write that?
I don't know, it's just how I wrote it. And it just, I mean, the audacity and the amount of confidence you have to be to just walk into, it's not just a masseuse, it's like a team masseuse, like someone on staff and be like, hey, you know what to do. It's like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
You're like going to your athletic trainer in high school, like that person that's just always there to like fix ankles and wrists and
Yeah,
stuff. You're
it's
like, hey, can you fix this?
It's always quarterbacks, man. Peyton Manning, like, fucking teabagged a trainer at one point in his career at Tennessee. Real gross.
Wait, what?
You didn't know about this?
Peyton Manning did?
Yeah, it came out later in his career. Like, yeah, I don't.
Teabagging?
Yeah, he was like showing his nutsack and shit. He was all over the place.
Jesus.
Yeah. But the weird part about the allegations, or at least one of them, was he requested that they massage his anus with oil.
Maybe he just likes to be pegged.
That is weird.
Yeah, no, it's just, well, I mean,
Maybe it was softening him up for later.
like, how do you bring that up? Be like, hey, man, just a little higher. Little higher. Little higher. It's like, that's,
He's not
that's
being
your asshole,
coy
man.
about it. He's just saying, hey, put your
Hey,
finger
man,
right
that's your
there.
asshole.
I can't go any higher, sir. Not just he requested inside his ass. It's like,
That's what I'm saying. He likes
Deshaun
being,
did?
He just likes
Yeah.
being pegged.
why doesn't he just go to a rub and tug like every other normal person?
I mean, Robert Kraft did it. He didn't do any time.
no, but Robert Kraft also didn't,
He followed the rules at the rub and tug. He just got caught being in.
There was an agreement between the two parties there. This was just
he was trying to get a rub and tug from anybody, huh?
Yeah. So what do you think happens to Deshaun? Like, I don't.
Well, you know the history of the NFL. Not fucking shit.
He'll get
nothing.
He'll get suspended for sure.
Suspended.
But that's
Still
I think
$50 million.
I think that's about it. Well, he's gonna have to pay these women a lot of money, and deservedly, rightfully so.
The NFL sucks when it comes to punishing people for anything.
Yeah, look at Ray Rice. Well, I guess he got kicked out.
Yeah, Ray Rice was never allowed back in the league.
We got a couple questionable players on our team.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name names.
Yeah.
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, we do.
Have you heard the conspiracy theorist take on the Deshaun Watson thing?
Oh no, I haven't. Please share.
Well, I mean,
oh no,
hilarious.
I have heard this.
It's that the Texans released it on purpose because they want to release him or some shit.
No, because they want to retain him. So it'd
make him undesirable to other markets.
His trade value has plummeted because of this. So he can't go anywhere. So the Texans, I have read that, and I also thought of it myself. It would be a really evil and terrible thing to do, and unless he actually did it, then they should have done it anyway. But
right.
I mean, this many allegations, he had to have done it at least once.
Yeah,
for sure.
You don't come up with 22 and not do it at least once.
It's still fucked up on them if they knew and they were just saving it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like they're doing a noble thing, but
no.
I don't know. I think he actually probably did some of this stuff. I mean, I don't mean to...
No. I mean, 22 allegations isn't, one or two. It means 22. You can't... There's no...
That is more than one or two.
That being said, I haven't studied it very...
No.
Just locker room or water cooler talk.
We should make it clear they're only allegations at this point, and they're only civil suits filed against him. There's no criminal charges. So, whatever. I don't know if he did it. If he did, he's a piece of shit. And if he didn't, that sucks. Moving on. Did you guys read this?
That sucks.
Read this story about PJ Papa John?
I only read it because you brought it up.
I didn't even look it up, but you brought it up. And
it made me laugh.
Hit me with it.
So he was on a right-leaning podcast, and I guess was feeling a little comfortable. And he was talking to this host, and he's like, I had 3 goals in the last 20 months. First goal was to, take the N-word out of my vocabulary. It's like, ooh, okay.
That's rough.
It took you to how much of
and apparently it still hasn't worked.
Yeah, how much of a staple of this word of your vocabulary that you have to take 20 months to train yourself not to use it? For fuck's sake, it's not hard. Just don't say it.
More shocking than that were some of the things he said about where he grew up. Like, you shouldn't be saying those things out loud.
What did he say?
I saved the article so that I could read it.
Because he got kicked out of Papa John's a while ago. Yeah. He's not on their commercials anymore.
No. He's ousted because he was regularly using the N-word in office settings and conference calls.
Yeah, Papa John's, racist pizza.
Right, dude. Well, and that's the thing. If you're Papa John's, like, okay, the guy, the company who the guy's named after, like, what are we going to do with this from a brand perspective? Like, they may as well call it N-word pizza.
They should change it to Padre Juan's. That'll piss him off since he's racist.
Okay, so this is in regards to the conference call which got him fired. But I don't think this had been released before.
Okay.
And so
I wish they released the call. That'd be so awesome.
He resigned as Papa John's chairman in 2018 after an explosive report by Forbes detailed a conference call in which he, quote, used the N-word and, quote, reflected on his early life in Indiana where he said people used to drag African Americans from trucks until they died.
How did this come up on a conference call?
What the fuck?
How did this come up on a conference call? Like,
Hey, why are there not more investigations into this town in Indiana?
As an employee, you're
right.
You're on a conference call.
Come on. There's got to be people missing in this town, right?
Well, for sure, but that's long ago. We're talking about this now. I mean, think about it. If you're on the conference call with Papa John, like, hey, Papa, what's up? And he's like, man, how about the N-words? And you're like, what? So what about the breadsticks next quarter? Are we going to be still using those? Like, how did this come up? This has nothing to do with pizza. It's nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucked up. I've never really liked Papa John's to begin with.
No, I think it's shit pizza. It's
those breadsticks though. They got
garlic,
great breadsticks.
the garlic
and
sauce
that garlic
cup.
butter.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Yeah, I mean, the garlic butter is the one thing that kind of sets them apart from another pizza
chain. If you get the regular breadstick and you have to get extra garlic butter cups. But
it's like, hey man, I'm not pro saying the N-word, but that garlic sauce.
Oh no, I haven't eaten Papa John's since.
No, I haven't either. I don't like it. I'm a Domino's guy all day.
I would take crust. Domino's too. Yeah.
I'm an Aldi take and bake.
There you go.
That's very sensible of you.
They're delicious.
Okay.
I saw a commercial.
Get you a rising crust Aldi's take and bake.
my house. I saw a commercial for Papa John's stuffed crust, and I went to the supermarket and bought a DiGiorno stuffed crust instead.
Oh, I love it.
It's really good.
It's my favorite DiGiorno.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
The stuffed crusts are hard to find, too.
I know, and they're usually there was only 1 or 2 left.
Yeah, man.
I should have bought both of them.
I think the Walmart in Lee Summit regularly has them, I've found.
Yeah, the Hy-Vee up by me
Oven
is pretty
pizza
good.
is just cheaper than buying pizza.
We can all agree Pizza Hut's garbage, though, right? Hot garbage?
Yeah, I mean, anytime that I order
that big
Pizza
dinner
Hut,
box, so
I'm always
That's a deal.
disappointed. I'm always like, fuck.
y'all must have a shitty Pizza Hut because our Pizza Hut's pretty good.
I've been to plenty of Pizza Huts. They've all been terrible.
I like mine.
Especially with delivery. It's always cold. It's always really late.
Oh, we always do pickup.
Yeah, let's do that from now on. Fuck you, Pizza Hut.
I don't do any delivery on pizza because it just never shows up.
Yeah, I tried the one up by me thinking that maybe this will be a good Pizza Hut, and I was still just as disappointed whenever it came. It always sounds good to me, but then I'm like, fuck. Pizza.
There was a sweet meme of Papa John, looking real disheveled and awful, and it was next to a picture of Pizza the Hut, and it looked really similar. It was really funny.
We should do Spaceballs.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Pizza the Hut. Oh, fuck.
All right, so let's go and move on. Oh, no, you have something you want to do, current affairs.
Oh, yeah. I want to talk about the most fireable person of the week, which is the captain of the cargo ship blocking the entire Suez Canal.
Yeah, I started seeing memes about that, and I didn't know what was going on, so eventually I Googled it, and yeah, it's just, I guess there were high winds.
How do you fuck that up?
I guess there were high winds.
But even with high winds, how come none of the other ships are sideways?
Yeah, I don't know. And it's comical because they can't get it fucking unstuck.
Oh, no, they're having to dig it out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as we're recording this, it's still stuck.
Oh, no, they said it will be stuck for weeks.
Oh, yeah, so shipping lanes are just backed up. People are going to start having to go around the tip of Africa like they used to.
Jesus, Murphy.
And when I say like they used to, like in the 1600s and shit.
Which is
like in ancient history and all that.
It's funny, but the bigger problem is the ships that are already in the canal, you can't back them bad boys out.
Yeah,
it's
just fucked.
So the ship got stuck, and the people because you have to wait at the entrance of the canal on both sides for someone to flag you in, be like, yep, you're good. Yep, you're good. Just to make sure there's not too many people in at once.
Of course.
Like traffic accidents. So it got stuck, or it started going sideways, kind of got stuck. They're like, it'll be unstuck in a couple hours. Yep, you guys are good. Flagged 18 ships in, and then they're all just fucking sitting there.
You think that guy's going to face criminal charges of some kind?
He can't. It's not, unless they find he did it on purpose.
Or he was drunk when he did it.
Even that's probably excusable. He's a ship captain.
It's a barge, though. I think it takes more than just the captain to make this fuck up happen, right? It's got to take some crew members fucking up, too, you'd think, right?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
I don't know much about barges, yeah.
It's Max of God, man. There were high winds.
But if you're a ship captain, you know how to navigate even with high winds.
You think you'd be trained for those type of situations?
Maybe it was his first day.
Wind is definitely a factor when it comes to barging.
Maybe he was on some high winds, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't like to assume, drug and alcohol abuse, but in this case,
never. We've never done that.
Maybe it's justifiable. I don't know.
Only when Calvin's here.
Yeah,
which is never.
But then I saw that somewhere in Shanghai or some shit, another one of those evergreen. It was a semi this time got stuck and it was blocking the highway up.
Maybe they're doing it on purpose.
I know, and it was at this point they're fucking with us.
To what end?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just to continue 2020 month 15.
I'm just the idea man. I leave it to you for the lawyers and the politicians.
Lawyers and politicians. Thoughts and prayers for the Suez Canal.
Yeah.
Moving on to the movie we are reviewing today.
Yeah, it's fucking right.
We're doing it again, bitch.
I hit it twice.
Fuck it.
American Outlaws. Release date 8/17/2001. Director was Les Mayfield, and believe it or not, this is not the first Les Mayfield directed film we've done.
I'll be honest, I did have to look it up because I saw a Les Mayfield film, and I was like, who the
fuck is Les Mayfield?
Blue Streak, though, huh?
Blue Streak. Yeah.
I wasn't on that one.
So before this, he directed, he has some bangers. He directed Encino Man.
Bangers.
Miracle on 34th Street.
There you go.
Flubber.
I love that movie.
Blue Streak, and then after this, he didn't have a great second half of his career. He directed a movie called The Man, and then codenamed The Cleaner. Not the best movie.
So he mostly did comedies and shit like that, right?
I don't know. Miracle on 34th Street.
That's not a
but
comedy.
other than that,
Yeah.
Flubber and this isn't really a comedy. There's some funny parts though.
I think it was
for sure.
supposed to be a Western comedy.
Yeah, a lighthearted romp.
Oh, what?
It was fun.
That's a great way of describing this film. It's a lighthearted romp.
It is.
'Cause
Through the Wild
Except for-
West with Colin Farrell.
Lots of
and
death-
Colin
murder.
Farrell.
Lots of death and destruction.
Yeah.
The death scenes are
Murder.
quick, and then they just move on.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
The TNT barrels with nothing in them.
That's hilarious.
Slapsticky.
That's a Wile E. Coyote
Yeah.
move if I've ever seen one.
That was
Alright.
good.
Cats.
Cast.
This must have autocorrected to Calling. I put in Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell is Jesse James. Scott Caan is Cole Younger. Ali Larder as Zerelda Z. Mims. Shout out to Timothy Dalton as Alan Pinkerton and Kathy Bates as Ma. I didn't get her name.
Well, it's Zerelda
It's Zerelda.
in real life.
Zerelda Samuels.
What the fuck? They have the same name?
They do have the same.
Well, it was her niece.
All right, everyone already knows
Everyone
their
knows
trivia.
one of the
They're first
questions.
cousins.
They're
Okay.
first cousins.
I mean, I just knew that from Jesse James.
okay,
I was obsessed with Jesse James. as
Who
a kid,
hasn't been obsessed with Jesse James at least once?
especially from this era or this area?
How do they
era.
not realize, like, how do you marry a woman that has the same name as your mother?
I mean, it was fairly common to marry first cousins.
I'm
back
not
then.
shaking hands with a woman named Diane, let alone fucking marrying her. Like, this is just a rule. I'm not dating or going out with anyone named after my mom or my sister. I just won't do it. It's
Really?
no way, dude.
Yeah, it'd be weird. I
I guess
probably
so,
couldn't do a
yeah.
James or a Connor. That'd be weird.
Yeah, dude. Like, if you had sex with a woman named Blair, ugh.
He seems less
The Blair
disturbed
Witch Project. Well, I don't have a sister, and there's not too many Ginas out there. But I guess, no, I wouldn't go after a Gina, really.
What about that Gina that lives in Wyoming now? Remember her?
Well, my screen name back in the day. Are you talking about?
Don't say her last name.
Well, my screen name back in the day was Gina Briere Hot. They talked me into.
Oh,
changing
so
my screen
Gina,
name.
yeah.
Yeah.
So would you?
Sucker.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So
yeah.
Well, back in the day, I mean, I'm sure she's married and
I think she's-
happily married now.
No,
like-
she lives in Wyoming and she's happily married.
Yeah,
Yeah, not now.
Most
not
of my
now.
class isn't a piece
Not
of shit like
now.
me, Even though I'm in a happy relationship, blah blah blah. But I never got married, had kids, did that whole thing.
Yeah, just in a relationship.
Yeah, well, I could rub that in your face. Huh?
No, don't feel jealous. It's fine.
No, I was joking.
Robbie, you'll find love.
Yeah, it'll be all
No,
right.
this is. I was most joking around with Sam right there, but that's right.
It'll be all right.
Oh no,
You'll be fine.
I'm gonna be single the rest of my life.
That's probably accurate.
Have you seen where I live? All right.
Anyone who listens to this podcast
Yeah,
can
you
be like,
gotta
man,
like-
he hates women.
You got a lakefront house, bro.
Hey, you got lakefront property.
That should just
Bitches
be
be
your
lining up.
advertisement.
Sugar daddy status.
Don't put me on blast, y'all. Colin
I'm living
Farrell.
on the lake right now.
Colin Farrell. Before this, I hadn't heard of any of the films he'd been in before this.
This is the
This was
first,
like his first
I
bigger
remember him.
role.
This is his coming out party, if you will. And
I will.
Thank you. After
I hate you both.
after this, he's known for he's had a hell of a career.
And here's the thing, real quick. Colin Farrell can do no wrong.
I love Colin Farrell.
He's one of my favorite actors.
He can do no wrong.
He's the most
Even the
handsome
movie
man.
Alexander, which is like the lowest rated movie he was ever in, I'll watch it.
There's one
I've
great.
been wanting to watch it again.
I'll
watch it.
There's one very good reason to watch that movie.
Rosario Dawson.
Full frontal.
Oh,
You don't even need to look up like what, like when was a celebrity naked when you're around Rob. He just has it all.
Yeah, man.
You know,
it's
tucked
because
away
he's
in
a
the back
sick,
of the
twisted
mind.
human.
I've got the shit locked away, bro.
It's okay. I do too.
I was thinking more for the historical plot. I just really like that movie.
Is that an Oliver
that too.
Stone film?
It is.
Okay, so
Yeah, because it's 4 hours long.
yeah, very long,
I
drawn
think,
out,
do you also
fast cuts.
see Angelina Jolie's boobs in that movie?
Not that movie. There's other movies you see them in though.
She's his mom.
She's in
though,
a
right?
real sheer. They're just barely covered in that movie.
God, I forgot she's in that.
Me
Anthony
too.
Hopkins is in it too, isn't he?
A-Hop. That's
He's
a
like the
deep
narrator or something.
And isn't Jared Leto the
fuck that.
Hephaestus?
Fuck that guy. I don't like
No,
Jared
he's
Leto.
the worst, but he plays, Alexander's lover man. All right, back to Colin Farrell.
All right. After this, known for Hats War, Minority Report, Daredevil, SWAT. I'll stop.
Why are
doing
you
that.
doing that accent?
I don't
He's
know.
Not,
SWAT.
he's Irish.
Well, I know, but I like doing
Oh,
Boston.
I'd go do SWAT.
Alexander, Miami Vice in Bruges. Pride and Glory, Horrible Bosses, Total Recall, Fright Night, Seven Psychopaths, True Detective, not his best. The Killing of the Sacred Deer, very good and underrated film.
Very strange film.
Really liked it.
Artsy, but yeah.
Nah, I mean,
It'll
still
make
good.
you think.
It'll make you think. Dumbo, didn't realize he was in Dumbo.
Never saw Dumbo.
And he shoots fire in The Gentleman. Like, he's
Oh, yeah,
fucking
he's really
awesome. Oh, come the fuck down.
The fuck? Yeah, that movie's great. That's a great Guy Ritchie flick.
Well, it got terrible reviews, and I have no idea why. It's
It
really
got bad reviews?
It's really good.
I liked it.
I'll have to see if I can find it.
I will say that I'm glad they finally, or that he's a big enough star now that he can just talk with an Irish accent and like his normal voice and pretty much everything.
Yeah.
But going back, I mean, for the most part, he does a
The
pretty good
American accent was good.
Seeing this movie the first time, I had no idea he was foreign.
Yeah, I had
No.
It blew my mind when I was a kid when I found out he was Irish.
All right, so Kate and I talked about this a little before the mics heated up, but
Because you were 22 minutes late.
Eh,
and so what
I slipped in. I'm sorry.
is T-Doll okay, is Pinkerton an Irishman in real life? Like, was he? Because he didn't even hide his
Yeah,
accent.
no, that's the thing, because I was thinking they just let Timothy Dalton go full Timothy Dalton.
Yes.
And I loved it when he's like, Jesse James, you're under arrest.
It was such like a Scottish/Irish. It's like, that guy's not American.
I mean, he went for it on that line.
Oh,
and I was there
Scottish
for it.
American
There you
in
go.
real life.
That's why T-Doll played him. All right,
Yeah.
it's cleared up. It makes sense.
we
I
did
liked
it. Alan Pinkerton, Scottish American.
Fucking love Timothy Dalton.
Detective and spy, known for creating the Pinkerton National Detective Agency.
Oh yeah, and the Secret Service.
He was born in Glasgow.
Based on this movie and the show Deadwood, I fuck the Pinkertons, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They were
fuck
the
'em.
worst.
Yeah.
They
Fuck
were
him in the
worst.
ass.
Precursor to like the FBI and stuff, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
A little bit.
Yeah, they're like the FBI before the FBI.
Yeah, but like way more corrupt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were bad fuckers.
All right, Scott Cann.
Cannes Film Festival.
Before this, known for Enemy of the State, Varsity Blues, The Boiler Room, Ready to Rumble. Legitimately a great movie that we're going to do on this podcast, Ready to Rumble.
What's that?
You haven't seen it? It's got David Arquette and Scott Conn where they play like, and it's they're like professional wrestling fanatics. And then Oliver Platt plays the king, Jimmy something. I will rule you. You have to watch it, dude. It's
Okay.
so funny.
I like Scott Cann.
Scott Cann.
I'll say his accent is worse than Colin Farrell.
He looks just like his dad, dude. It's ridiculous.
He's got one of those mouths that I kind of just want to punch.
His forehead's the size of Texas.
He's got one of those just swarmy faces. Like
It's
he
just
looks
a
like
thing.
he'd just
he
be
looks
such
like
a
the bad
dick,
guy.
but even in Entourage. But I just love him though.
Oh, yeah, like Scott Conn.
Yeah.
Big fan. Big fan. After this, he's known. Oh, and Gone in 60 Seconds. After this, he's known for the Oceans franchise, Into the Blue. We're doing that on the pod as well. It's a very underrated Paul Walker movie, and Jessica Alba.
I
The
remember.
surfer one?
Yeah, they don't really surf. It's more like they dive.
Cool. Water. There's
Sharks.
water in it.
Sharks.
Treasure hunting.
Cool. I can get behind that.
It's pretty good.
I like Jessica Alba.
Back in those days too.
Dude, she is timeless, man. She's
Yeah.
a timeless beauty. And then for the last 10, he had the lead on the reboot of Hawaii Five-0 for 10 seasons.
Oh, good for him.
Never seen a single episode. Sure, it's good.
I'm sure it made
If
him
it
some
ran
money.
for 10 seasons, it made him some money.
I mean, can you imagine being like, hey, we want to put you in the lead of the show. We're going to film in Hawaii for 10 years. Be like, yeah, where do I sign?
you don't even have to pay me.
And they
I'll just
Well,
be here.
I want to be paid.
If they're like, we'll pay for your room and board and all your expenses, I'd do it.
Book 'em, Dano.
Live in Hawaii for 10 years?
Yeah, it's that's like a reboot too that they try a bunch of times. So there must be something about that one if it actually lasted 10
Scott
seasons.
10
because
yeah, it
It's
was
got to be
Scott
Scott
Conn.
Conn.
like they tried to make Rush Hour into a TV franchise. They tried to bring back the A-Team. Nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
But Hawaii Five-0.
Anytime you try to convert a movie into a television show, it's rarely successful.
Yeah.
It's real hard.
They did it with a bunch of
I
different
heard,
movies.
I heard the Snowpiercer show's doing okay, though.
It's doing great.
I'd actually like to watch that.
got great reviews.
The movie was weird as fuck.
I loved it. I love that movie.
You know, it's a sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yep.
Well, that's the theory.
Well, that's
anyway.
If you read the theory, it checks out though. It fucking checks out.
You mean that the factory killed the environment and we went into a
I mean, it's not
a
exactly.
ice age?
It's not exactly it.
It's pretty close.
No.
I don't know.
right.
Rob just told
I've
me
never
about
read it, and I guarantee
Oh,
that's what it was.
that's how you knew about it. You son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
you told me about it for
You
sure.
son of a bitch.
I presented it like it was mine.
I
but-
thought it was cool because they're like, yeah, someone else knows this.
No, you told me about it.
All right.
You freaking weirdos.
Ali Larder.
Allie Larder Busey.
Oh, just to point out, so now that Colin Farrell is the massive star that he is, really Scott Conn was the more established actor at this point. Enemy of the State, Varsity Blues, The Boiler Room, Ready to Rumble, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
And this was like Colin Farrell's, first big movie.
Yeah.
I think Scott Conn was listed first.
Yeah, probably. Well, no, in IMDb it was definitely Colin Farrell, but I think that's probably
But they also do that by, like, importance of the character. I don't think that's
Oh,
how
it's
that was
true.
listed in the movie.
You don't think it's how it was billed?
I think it was billed as Scott Conn first.
I wasn't.
But
paying
I don't know.
attention.
Allie Larder. Before this, known for Varsity Blues as well.
Yeah,
House on Haunted Hill. Drive Me Crazy. That might be podcast worthy.
I've never seen it.
With
Never seen
Melissa
it.
Joan Hart. Melissa Joan Hart and
Oh,
Adrian Grenier.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Is it Grenier? Is that how you say his fucking name?
Oh, the guy from Entourage?
Yeah.
Garnier Fructis.
Yeah. I met him once.
What? Where at?
Columbia, Missouri during the Roots and Blues Film Festival.
And you didn't ask how to say his name?
No, I didn't. He was kind of a dick.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. I was working
So
at
Garnier Fructis it is.
Yep.
I was sitting at Shakespeare's at the time, and he was in fucking disguise. He had long hair, a big beard. I was like, "Hey, man, you're Adrian Grenier, aren't you?" He was like, "I'm not working right now, man." I'm like, "All right, cool. See you later, dude."
He said, I'm not working
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
like, no, he said, "I'm off the clock." I'm like, "I just asked if that's who you were, you fuck."
I'm off the clock right now, man. That's
Sorry,
kinda
I'm not
cool,
a pretty
actually.
fucking girl. You know, yeah. I'm sure if I was a blonde with huge tits, he'd be like, "Well, yes, I am."
Hey, you're Vinny Chase, right?
Yeah, as long as like, "Hey, what's up?" No, then I actually asked one more question. I'm like, "What's going on with the Entourage movie?" He's like, "It's happening. Just go away."
He said, just go away. It's happening. Just, you know what? I kind of respect him.
It's because nobody likes you, Rob.
God damn it, guys! I was really hoping you'd be more on my side on this story
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'd be pretty pissed off too if that was me, but
because that was back when I loved Entourage.
Right.
I was a big Vinny Chase fan those days. And you know what? Moral of the story: don't meet your heroes.
that's what they say.
Well, I met you.
Whoa,
whoa.
that's flattering.
I'm
That's
just
like
kidding.
flattering and a side jab.
All right.
No, it was a joke.
Well, now I just feel like a real piece of shit. Okay, after this. Oh yeah, sorry.
You're my hero for supplying the beer today.
I said Varsity Blues, House on Haunted Hill, Drive Me Crazy.
This is good.
Yeah, it's very good. Final Destination,
drink
and Legally Blonde. After this, known for Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, also a podcast-worthy movie. The Resident Evil franchise, more Final Destination, fuck whatever. There's like 8 of them. And then a lot of TV recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's making a
She's
comeback in
also
TV.
aged fairly well
Yeah, she looks great.
for a white girl.
White people do not age
They
well.
do not age well,
It's
and
just-
she aged fairly well.
It's a true fact.
I think white men age fine.
No, we look like shit, bro.
Nah, look at Clooney, man.
White
okay.
men age like potatoes.
Yeah, exactly. Look at
Once you reach a certain age, but we get more distinguished looking for a
That's
little
not
while.
accurate.
so
Look.
he,
You really have to have it in you. You have to already have the distinguished in you. It just comes out more.
look at Coming to America. Look at Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy. They look fantastic.
They look 5 years older than the original movie.
right,
And that's it.
I guarantee you, by the time I'm Eddie Murphy's age, I'm gonna look like such dog shit.
I'm not going to make it, so it'll be all right.
Yeah, maybe that's what I go with. Yeah,
Rob's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
need some Botox. Going to need some fillers.
Jesus. All right, moving on to Specs and Deets.
What about net worth?
Oh, like I said, moving on to net worths. You know, no, it says do net worths.
2 Chains.
All right,
I'm interested in the Scott Conn one.
I'm interested in Colin Farrell because he's,
Yeah.
Calling Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Well, I'm just gonna go for it, and I'm gonna guess $100 million. All
I was going to go with 120, so I'm glad we're on the same page.
80 million. Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
right,
It's valid.
he's in the Harry Potter stuff now. Well, he was in the first one anyway.
The Fantastic Beasts
Fantastic
movie.
Beasts.
Yeah, one of the greatest twists of all times. It turns out that Colin Farrell the whole time had really been Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Well, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't understand the reference.
Colin Farrell's like the bad guy in the first Fantastic Beasts movie.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it turns out he's like, well, let me show who I really am.
And it's
like
Johnny
pulls off
Depp.
his
Yeah.
mask, like a Mission Impossible style face reveal, and it's Johnny Depp.
That's because
He's Grindelwald.
Grindelwald was hiding.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know.
had taken Polyjuice Potion to be a different person.
I don't
It's
like
fine.
these
worry about it.
stupid fucking magic movies.
And this is why I make fun of you and say you need Botox.
It caught me super off guard, though, the first time I watched it. I started just dying laughing. I was
You
like,
leave Harry Potter
holy
alone.
shit.
That'd be sweet if they just did that every movie. He reveals himself to be a new really famous actor.
They might have to.
Well, they kicked Johnny Depp out of the
And
franchise.
that's what I'm
so.
saying.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily. We're
Yeah.
not going to get into that fight today.
Johnny Depp.
Amber Heard's a crazy bitch.
She's a C word now.
See you next Tuesday.
What, cunt?
A struggling runt.
A struggling runt.
All right.
Yes, she is.
Trigger
Scott
warning.
Scott Can.
With the Hawaii 5-0, I'm gonna go with 65 million.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. I don't hate that either, but I'll lowball it and say 50.
It's 16 million.
Oh.
You get that money when it goes into syndication. It's just recently finished. So
Okay.
once syndication hits, that'll go up.
Maybe I'll watch it.
There you go.
Put it on CBS All Access. I'm not going to pay for that.
It probably is on CBS All
yeah,
Access.
I don't want to pay for that, though.
Book 'em, Dano. Allie Larder.
We should drink every time you say that. You should keep throwing that in the podcast. I'm going to do it.
Is that a new staple now? Book 'em, Dano. Well, you know it's from Hawaii Five-0, right?
Right, I get it.
yeah.
Allie Larder, $4 million.
More like Allie Farter.
Nice.
What'd you guess? I'm sorry.
$4 million.
$4 million. I'll go 20.
10. I think she's undervalued.
No, I'd say it's about right.
Yeah.
Because she's never been like the leading. It's always bit parts.
And she got Final Destination, like,
Yeah.
since she survived the first one, they just throw her in
Yeah.
the random ones.
Yeah.
So she gets a paycheck from that, probably.
Yeah, she's a Resident Evil franchise. She's in a bunch of those.
Oh, is
Those
she?
movies made $0.
They're ridiculous. They don't have a plot. They just
They
keep
made
making them and
$0,
they make it
yeah.
up. It's reactive
How
storytelling.
do you pay someone if they make $0? Think about it.
What?
How do you pay someone for being in the movies if they make no money?
Well, they don't. They get paid before the movie's released. They don't get paid based on how the movie performs.
But I guarantee it has a little bit with how the previous movie performed.
She's not getting any bonuses or whatever.
That's true. She's not getting any residual.
Yeah, points on the back end.
True story. I wanted to watch all the Resident Evil movies. I was just going through let me watch all these franchise type things.
Sure.
And I watched like the first one, and I was like, I think I got it.
That's enough.
I don't think I'm gonna watch any more.
I got
of
the
them.
gist of this
Yeah.
franchise. I
Here's
think
the
I'm
thing.
good.
We got enough weird shit in real life. We don't need,
Yeah, and I got enough other shit to watch. There's only so much time in a day.
What's the name of Alice? What's the name of the actress?
Mila Djokovic.
Yeah,
Jovovich.
Is Mila gonna have to choke a bitch? Okay,
She's gonna be in Monster Hunter, or that might have already come out.
that did come out. I've seen
Yeah.
ads for it.
Yeah, video game movies. That's her shtick.
Oh, is that Monster Hunter's a video game?
Yeah.
News to me.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on to specs and eats.
Yes, indeed.
Runtime 94 minutes.
Nice.
Clean, cool,
Loved it.
perfect.
It was perfect.
Yep.
I felt like I felt like I blinked and it was over.
Budget 35 million.
That's a lot. But horses are expensive.
Yeah.
35's not bad for this
Horses
one.
are expensive.
Opened at 4.8 million.
Oof.
Grossed 13 million.
Oh,
This movie flopped.
damn.
I feel better that I rented it then and contributed to its.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give him a little bit of money.
If you're wondering why there wasn't a sequel,
Yeah.
There didn't need to be a sequel. The sequel would have been Jesse James gets shot and killed. The
well,
end.
no, the sequel was the
Assassination
assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Casey Affleck.
By the coward Casey Affleck.
yeah, by the coward Casey Affleck.
I hate Casey Affleck.
That movie's kind of boring, though.
Very.
Compared to this one, this is a fun, lighthearted romp.
Brad Pitt keeps me in it. And
He does good in it, but
yeah.
yeah.
And that one's more historically accurate.
That's
overall.
true.
it's because it's like a historical drama.
Yes.
It's not a
A fun, lighthearted romp through
Thank
the
you.
Old West. Really through Missouri.
Missouri.
Just through Missouri, pretty much.
Yeah. Fuck Liberty, though. Anyway, keep going.
It took me a second to realize Liberty. They're talking about the
Liberty-
Liberty 20 minutes away from here.
yeah.
Technically Carney, but yeah.
Yeah, but they kept saying Liberty.
I know, but in reality it was Carney. I'm just educating the
Yeah.
people.
I went on a date with a girl from Kearney.
Yeah?
Not great.
Was she a Carney? Because that's always what I think of when I say Carney.
Yeah, because I didn't even say. I was saying Kearney because I hadn't heard of this place. I was like, "Oh, you're from Kearney." She's like, "It's pronounced Kearney." I'm like, "Oh,
Like
you've
a
lived in
Carney.
Kansas City your whole life and you've never heard of Kearney? Now you've got me.
No. Lake Lotawana is its own world.
That's
they think
true.
they're elite and shit, and they pronounce stuff.
don't
weird.
blast my address out, man. I don't want fans coming up to my door."
With our fucking 13 subscribers on YouTube.
Hey,
okay.
we have a much bigger following on the audio.
I got us another fan on YouTube the other day.
Hell
One of
yes.
Sam's roommates.
Oh, nice. Yeah. All right, we'll take.
Thanks, Jake.
We'll take it. Thank you, Jake.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Jake.
But yeah, I've gone up to. I'm guessing you probably have too. I've gone up to the Jesse James boyhood home and shit like
Nah,
that in
haven't done
Kearney,
it.
and
Well, so, and I was
Clearly.
telling Rob that he was buried in St. Joe,
yeah, I've
And they
been to where he was
they-
shot too.
and they disinterred him and brought him back to Kearney.
Yeah, we used to be all about the Old West when I was growing up.
Did you ever go to Dodge City?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
specifically on our trip to Colorado, I made us stop in Dodge City for the night.
For the
Oh, did you ever go? You went to Deadwood too, didn't you?
Yeah,
I've been to Deadwood.
That's fucking cool. I want to do
Deadwood's
that.
the fucking coolest.
Yeah.
I'll go. Let's go.
the Black Hills
Podcast
are
trip.
beautiful.
Podcast trip to Deadwood.
We'll podcast live from Deadwood.
Yeah,
Because
it's a
that
casino town.
movie was shitty. And
Yeah,
we could
was
do
bad.
it.
The show was great. The movie was not
The
good.
movie was shitty. But
Like-
we could have drinks at the gym just like they would want us.
Ian McShane still kills it though.
I love him so much.
He's really good.
Oliphant kills it
See
too.
the elephant? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Met him too.
What?
Where'd you meet him?
I made that up.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I
what?
didn't really.
Jealous?
Timothy Olyphant's one of my favorite actors too. Like
Very good.
anything that he's in, I'll give it a shot.
Justified. If you like Western, or if you like Timothy Oliphant, watch Justified.
Justified's
See,
real
all I
good.
can think of for Justified is Walter Goggins because he's fucking hilarious.
Walton.
and I love
Walton. His name's Walton.
It is Walton, but he's
Goggins.
great. He's great.
Also one of my favorite
it.
actors.
I like to think of him as Venus from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, he's a fantastic actor too.
The one questionable
Van Damme.
thing with him, vice principals. Didn't love his character.
I didn't hate
What-
it though.
what-
It was
what
all
movie?
right.
A
Oh no,
movie or a
it's
show?
a show on.
Don't care.
Okay. All right, moving on. Plot keywords. Number 1, movie flop.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Number
That
2.
sucks.
Yeah, I know.
I loved this movie.
Yeah, another one that we all like,
I enjoyed it.
Flop.
but the critics hate. You like Wild Wild West too?
Yeah.
Oh hell
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
hell yeah.
And Waterworld.
Yeah.
You can shut your fucking mouth.
I kind of liked Waterworld.
It's a little long.
I'm going up to the sky. That guy.
You
was my
like that
favorite.
guy.
Yeah, that guy.
You watched the movie just for that guy.
I like.
me.
I was making a joke the other day, a joke about Smeat, because all the cans say Smeat because
yeah.
they couldn't say spam.
Spam.
Smeat. Arguably a better name.
I like it. Smush meat. Smeat.
Number 2, outlaw. Number 3, don't understand this left-wing politics. I shit you not. Number 4,
Goddamn liberals making this fucking movie.
well, this movie was arguably not liberal at all.
I think it
you're-
used to be the reverse. I think the left used to be
Oh, so you're
The
oh
slave
right. So
owners.
yeah, so during the Civil War,
because Republicans were the good ones back in the
yeah.
day.
Oh, how the
Yeah.
tables have turned.
What was it, the Whigs or there was some other party that the conservatives were.
Don't understand this one either. Kissing while having sex. There was not a sex scene in this movie.
Oh, they're
There's
banging
just-
in that ocean.
Oh,
I
you're
think he's
right.
sliding into it in the ocean, because they had just got married.
Salt water is not a good lubricant, people.
Ooh, I didn't think about that. I don't think people are thinking about that.
Germs. ugh.
Sand. She
Ugh.
could have got like an eel comes up and bites you on the dick.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
I mean, those are the dangers of sex in the ocean.
I don't think there's eels.
Eels, man.
The eels
She
tend
might
to
be
stay
into
away
it,
from
though.
people. a little electrocution.
You flop out, the eel flops in. Who knows what's going on?
Oh Jesus, that is graphic, and
I'm just saying.
I'm not. I'm
Can we
here
mo-
for it.
Can we move on? You have no idea how sex works. Have you ever had sex in your lives?
No.
One time,
One of these days, I hope.
I did it once, and it was great.
Yeah.
Number 5,
For
dual
you,
wield.
not for her.
Hey, I didn't hear any complaints. She was like, "That was okay."
What was number 5?
Dual wield.
Do a wield?
Dual
Dual
wield.
Pew, pew.
Dua Lipa?
Okay, I got you. Those guns.
You're right. Yeah, that one seemed appropriate.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Taglines. I kind of like most of these. See, I don't always just have. All right. Number 1.
You do shit on the taglines a lot.
The first one is bad is good again. I like it.
I like it.
It's clean. It's concise.
This one is a little hacky, but I don't hate it. This much fun can't be legal.
I love that.
That's good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think my delivery helped.
No, I mean, yeah, but it's good.
Yeah, you sold me.
This is the best one. Sometimes the wrong side of the law is the right place to be.
All right.
I could live with it.
I think it sums this movie up pretty nicely.
American Outlaws.
America in a world.
In a world.
Speaking of in a world, it's time for the canopsis. Please give us your canopsis, Cannabis Keenan.
All right. After returning home to Missourah following fighting in the Civil War, Jesse James finds himself in a new war against the railroad. As he God damn it. As he fights to protect his land from Thaddeus Young and a group of Pinkertons led by James Bond in American Outlaws.
Are you sure his last name is Thaddeus is Young?
I don't know.
Because Thaddeus Young is an NBA player.
Maybe that's why.
I don't
wrote
think his
Thaddeus.
last name is Young.
It was Thaddeus something.
I was like, damn, doesn't he play for the Sixers?
Well, that would be an interesting movie, too. Thaddeus Young from the Sixers comes back in time. I'm going to take your railroad.
I'm
building
a railroad.
Anyway.
It's Thaddeus
Thaddeus Raines.
Thaddeus Raines.
Yeah, Thaddeus Young is an NBA player.
Womp womp.
That's objectively hilarious, though.
Well, I wrote the synopsis as we were starting the podcast. So
Yeah, I saw
you know.
that.
It'd be way funnier if like they just remade this movie and Thaddeus Young played.
Played Thaddeus
Yeah,
Raines.
that'd be the best.
exactly. No, just played Thaddeus Young. He's in an NBA like.
He's just
uniform
wearing
the
his
whole
jersey
time.
the whole time. He's like, I want to build a railroad.
I'm back in time. I'm going to build a fucking railroad.
Speaking of, the Suez Canal thing kind of works with this because remember they were just going to reroute around Missouri.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cheaper to go around.
Around Jesse James.
Yeah. That's badass.
That is pretty badass.
Not that it ever happened, but yeah.
Yeah, I could do it without a gun. It just makes it easier.
Hey, you stupid! Oh, looks glad you know your name.
Good one-liners, man.
This script was written by geniuses.
Nah, the dialogue's horrible. But hey, let's get into it. Moving on to the Real Buzz Rundown. Who wants to start?
I can't. I mean, I think we all liked it, so I think it's just going to be, mostly a conversation.
Yeah, so let's, Caitlin, feel free to initiate and we'll sprinkle.
I think it was a fun, dramatic reenactment of the events of the past. It was not accurate at all,
No.
but it was
No, but it
fun.
was fun.
I enjoyed it.
So one time where they were completely wrong, but I didn't care because I was enjoying myself.
I don't think they put any effort into the love connection between Z and Jesse. It felt forced to me.
No, but that's kind of how it worked back then. It was just like you didn't date. You just like a man walked up to a woman and it was like, like a Pokemon. It's like, I choose you.
See, in this instance, not true. In real life, they courted for 9 years.
Ugh. He didn't have sex with her for 9 years?
Oh,
They
might
didn't
have
say
been
that.
banging.
They courted for 9 years.
Well, I thought they didn't have sex before marriage back then. Unless you were a hooer.
Maybe she was a hooer.
I'm
He was
guessing
also
they were
robbing
still
banks.
having
No,
fun,
I mean,
you
I'm
know?
not saying, I mean a literal hooer. Like that was your profession.
Yeah.
He was robbing banks the whole time, too, so that probably kept them from getting married for a while. Anyway,
Maybe they were doing a lot of oral stuff,
that's true.
I don't know if that was invented in the 1860s.
Or oral sex
so-
would be gross in the 1800s. Hygiene was just not at the level it is now.
It's
Oh,
not,
yeah,
it's not
God.
clean now. It's not clean now.
I'm not sure.
You showering before every time?
No, they don't have showers. They bathe.
I'm telling you, are you showering before every time?
Of course, I'm a gentleman.
So you
coming
take a
home,
lady home and then
raging
you're like,
hard on. He's
hold
like,
on
hold on,
one
I gotta
second,
get
I
in the
gotta just
shower.
shower.
Yeah, just invite her with me.
Just dump some mouthwash on there. It'll be fine, baby. That would burn probably. Anyway, sorry.
That would
I got
burn.
that
I'm not,
sidetracked.
that's objectively bad advice, Keenan.
But I will say there is the part, speaking of their courtship, like after he meets her and then they're like fixing the wagon or whatever the fuck, and he's like, you ever notice Zerelda's eyes? And they're like, yeah, she's got two of them. I think one's glass. I thought that was kind of funny,
And then they inferred that Scott Can fucked a man.
Sadie was a beautiful woman.
Sadie had a mustache.
She's
Which,
European.
here's the thing. You really gonna be hating on him for doing a lady with a mustache when Z is your first cousin?
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good
You
point.
cannot hate. You cannot negate anyone's life choices if you're marrying your first cousin.
And they brush over that fact in this movie.
Yeah, they do.
They don't talk like they're related at all.
Yeah.
But that's also like taboo, so
hey.
you can't put it in a movie.
While you're having sex, hey, remember how our mothers are sisters? That's really cool.
Remember how
That's really cool.
you're named after my mom?
Oh, it's gonna make me glass.
It's very Joe Dirt. You're my sister.
You're named after my mother.
You're named after my mother.
It's a little weird, but it's fine.
It's very weird.
Do you think Jesse James talks like that? Had a funny voice.
No, I don't.
No.
Give us your money.
Hey, now.
We don't know what these historical figures sounded like.
The one thing about this movie I didn't enjoy just because of the times is they were a little overly sympathetic to the Confederacy, which I was like,
But
That's
that's
what
how
it
it
is,
was.
man.
And I know that your issue with it is that people now still act like that, but like back in the mid 1800s, that
yeah,
was
it was
still
like,
okay.
it's just like, it
The war had ended a week ago, Rob.
always happens.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up.
The war
because-
ended a week ago. Of course, they're still sympathetic to the Confederacy. The war ended a week ago.
we wanted slaves and lost the war. Now the railroad's taking our farms. Fuck off.
The railroad shouldn't take their farms. We've been over this. Eminent domain is a garbage law.
And here's the thing. So Cole Younger is buried like 20 minutes from here, where we sit.
In
He's
Liberty?
No, he's in the Lee Summit Historical
Summit.
Cemetery.
Yep.
Oh, how did I did not know this.
Yeah.
I don't know how you didn't.
You're
know
telling me
that.
Scott Kahn's buried in the Lee Summit Cemetery?
Pretty much. And when we were growing up, Downtown Days, as it's known now,
I remember.
used to be called Cole Younger Days
Yep.
until like the early 2000s when they were like, maybe we probably shouldn't celebrate
this,
Cole Younger.
This guy
but
rode with Quantrill and probably murdered a bunch of innocent people, so maybe we don't call it that.
yeah, so they took it away. But, it's still pretty cool that he's from Lee Summit.
Yeah.
And a bunch of Frank and Jesse's descendants still live in the area.
Oh, hey,
sitting
call
next to one of 'em.
I wish we would have known that. I would have tried to find one and interview him about this movie, see how he feels about it, or she.
I feel like it's not historically accurate, but that's okay.
All right, so working on a farm sucks. Just sell your land to the railroad. They're like, hey, we'll give you $2 an acre.
But that was the thing, like,
Sucked.
Just sell your fucking land. Like, they're literally having a war just to fucking work on a farm. Sell your land. I don't know how many acres you have. Move to Florida like you did anyway. And just live like a normal human being. Farming sucks.
They were already
That
fighting
was-
the first war to try to keep their lands and stuff, and now they
Yeah.
get home and they're like, you know what? We're still gonna take it anyway.
and here's
Fuck
the
you.
thing, it's not like there's 100 professions back then like there are now.
First of all, they probably don't even know how to work on a farm. They were slave owners. They didn't farm their own land.
They did not own slaves.
Jesse James did own slaves. I looked this up.
His mother owned slaves.
Ipso facto, he owned slaves.
I still think he was working on the farm.
They have to put in some kind
It
of
wasn't
work.
like a
And they have
big-ass
to
plantation.
They have
I've
to
been up to their
understand the
farm set.
planting. They have to understand the calendar cycles of when to put stuff in. There's still thought that goes into it. They could do it.
Right, that's my point. Sell the fucking farm. Do something simpler. Do something that's less labor intensive.
Of what back then, Rob?
I don't know. Be a whore.
Start robbing banks, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Sell the farm and rob banks.
Guess what happens if you rob banks for a living? Your family dies destitute in the poorhouse because it's not an actual career. You fucking idiots.
Back then it was.
No, it wasn't. His family died destitute and poor
Yeah, but he was really rich at one point.
for like a day.
Yeah, so he
So
didn't.
that coward Robert Ford showed up.
Yeah, to that fucking coward Robert Ford.
Casey Affleck.
I think, and speaking of someone who might be related to him, possibly, we're not going to get into it. Jesse James was the coward for not just settling down and working a real fucking job and leaving his family to go back to a new gang after all the youngers and his brother went to jail.
Yeah, bad bank robbery in Minnesota or something.
Yeah. And so he joined a new gang, and guess what? That new gang was like, hey, we can get more money for shooting you and bringing you into the police.
Yep.
Yep.
So really, Jesse James's fault. And I love the man.
The place he was shot
His
still
fault.
in St. Joe. Go see it. See the bullet hole.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How did I not know about any of this?
Because you don't like history. We've
Yeah,
been-
no,
we've
that
been
is.
over
I'm
this.
bad
You
about
don't like
history. That's a
history.
fact. I don't like period pieces. Technically, was this a period piece?
Yes, this
Yeah.
is a period piece.
I enjoyed it.
yeah. This
Westerns
this
are a
is
different.
period-
Westerns are definitely a different breed of period piece, and it's not a good period piece.
No, we've been over this. I have made the exception for westerns. I don't like period
Yeah.
pieces, but I do make the exception for westerns.
I want to see that Tom Hanks one that just came out.
Oh, the fucking
news-
the news of the
newsman.
world or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it's good.
I mean, it's got Hanks in it.
Yeah. America's Dad.
Definitely. Step aside, Bill Cosby. Tom
Jesus
Hanks.
Christ.
And Bill
I
Cosby.
think Bill Cosby vacated that role a while ago.
You mean when he went to prison?
Yeah.
Drink one of my hot Cosby's.
It was just take a drink and just take the GHB and then you get up.
I don't know what that
I don't
was.
know why I made him Yoda.
Yeah, you did
I
make
forgot
him
what
Yoda.
Bill Cosby
It's
sounded
like
like. I
Yoda
guess.
over here and a little bit of Beaker.
Rape you, I will.
Ew.
Ooh, the pudding.
I hate all of this. Let's move on.
Okay.
Rapey Yoda creeped me out.
Rape you, I will.
I don't like that.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Don't
That's
do
not
Yoda.
good at
Don't
all.
do Yoda dirty. I should have worn my Yoda shirt instead.
I like how Kathy Bates, when she gets blown up in her house, comes out looking like Wile E. Coyote after he had an Acme bomb blow up in his face. She's just covered in smoke.
Shout out to Kathy Bates just being in this movie.
Oh,
First,
hell
I
yeah,
thought it
for
was funny.
2 minutes.
Yeah, she's supposed to be old back then, and this movie's 20 years old.
I know. Still talking to Jesus?
But she looks exactly the same. Once again, another.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't.
Yep, pull up pictures.
100% no.
Yes, she does, because they tried to give her like gray hair and age her up for this movie.
Dude, she has like a short, very, very short, spiky haircut with fully gray now.
Yeah, but I'm talking about facial features.
Oh,
weight,
okay.
Bodily, she looks exactly the same. She's another white woman that has aged very well.
Titanic is her best performance, in my opinion.
She's good in Titanic.
No, American Horror Story. All the seasons.
Which season?
All of them.
The one where she plays the racist slave owner? She actually is pretty good that season.
I liked her in the circus one. She had a great accent the whole time.
Wasn't she the bearded lady?
Yeah,
Hard to look at.
she was awesome.
You ever notice how women who are like don't like, yeah, man, I have body hair, it's cool, like, then don't shave their armpits. They like put themselves in like scenarios and outfits that make sure you can see their armpit hair. I'm not hating. I'm hating a little bit. It's gross. I'm sorry. That's my heteronormative male perspective on it. It's gross.
It's your toxic
Do you
masculinity
talk-
coming through.
Do you touch up your armpit hair at all?
Fuck no.
Neither do I. So I was laying in bed the other night, and Sam's like, "You got to do something about this armpit hair." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I'm
You
a
just
man."
Trim it up with some scissors.
I don't know. See, I've been asking other men that I know.
I've never heard of a man.
If it's so long,
Does
it's
Josh
like
trim
coming out-
his?
I don't know, but if it's so long, you're coming out of
You
your
don't
tank
know.
top.
You've been with the man for a year and change. How do you not know if he trims his armpit hair?
It's not like he shaves it, though, it sounds
Yeah,
No,
like.
he
yeah,
doesn't
so that's
shave
the
it.
thing. Yeah.
But I'm
okay.
just saying, like, it's not coming out of his tank top all scraggly. Like,
Well, neither is mine, but when I'm laying with my, like this
No,
or whatever,
but
it's
see,
giving
that's-
me some
When,
pit hair.
when you're getting a beach?
No,
But
like
he's-
more like she's.
but
she's
he also
she's trying
never.
to lay this way.
He also never once has been like, "You gonna shave your legs?" or "You haven't shaved your armpits in 3 days."
Yeah, because he knows that will probably void him of
Fun times.
Yes,
Fun time.
sex.
Sex. Jesus.
we have a toddler in the house, so
Oh, what's that like? Like trying to have fun times with a toddler. Toddler doesn't know.
toddler has to be asleep for a long time before I even consider that.
Did you ever do it with when she was like a baby sleeping in the room?
Absolutely not. No,
Why? She doesn't know what's going on.
I have an anxiety disorder. You think I cannot think about the baby being right there? No, not happening.
See,
Yeah.
as a man, I wouldn't have a problem. I'd be like, shit
Because
knows
you're a
what's going
man.
on.
I
You're
gotta
like,
kick the
I need
dog
my
out of the
dick
room.
wet. Yeah, I don't let my dog in the room either.
You gotta kick the dog out.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
the dog will. Of course,
Dog will try to get involved.
Yeah, the dog will be like, "What's going on?"
The dog will be
Yeah.
like, I can lick your butt.
Well, hey man, if you can train your dog to do that,
Well, it may or may not have happened, and that's when it's like the dog's got to get out of the room.
Dog's gotta go.
or does the dog have to stay in the room?
Well,
You're a fucking monster. Let's move on.
All right. The dialogue in this movie's not great. It's pretty terrible. It's just the setups are
But it's that classic cheesy 2000s
yes,
rom-com.
very cheesy. Like when he comes in to rob the bank, he's like, "Bad news, the railroad payroll's been stolen." He goes, "Nuh-uh, the railroad payroll's right there."
I love that. I think that's hilarious to make sure the money's there.
I like it eventually he just puts his stuff down. He's like, I think we know what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And they're like, yeah, okay, here's the money. My biggest issue with this whole movie, and it didn't actually happen, obviously, but it was poorly written. You think they're going to put where the money is in the newspaper?
No,
Well,
of
that
course
was his
not.
plan.
Yeah, but that was the plan, though.
I know that was the plan, but how are you stupid enough to believe it?
Because
'Cause
that's
Cole
the whole
Younger
point.
is supposed
Cole
to be a
Younger was just
douchebag.
a big dum dum.
Fucking okay. And
Fucking Scott
I
Conn.
told Josh this. I
Even
go,
Colin Farrell says, "Oh, you read that in the paper?"
I told Josh this. Every time something goes wrong in a movie with a group of friends, this, Green Street Hooligans, many movies, toxic masculinity, they're having a dick measuring contest because
Yep.
Cole Younger's all like, why are you the boss? They read about this in the paper. We're going to go
It's
do
in our
it."
nature, unfortunately.
I
Y'all are
did think it
fucking
was funny
stupid. And then 2 people got fucking killed.
when he was like, why can't it be the Younger James gang? And Bob's like, well, hold on a minute.
Bob brings up a great point.
Yeah. We go in a place, say this is the Younger James gang, and they're thinking, well, where's the older James gang?
I love that line.
They're
It's
thinking about that
classic.
instead of turning over their money.
See,
That's
that's
classic.
somewhat funny writing. But when when the sheriff's looking outside and he's just like, "Hey, man, what's his name? Old man.
Old man Tucker.
Old man
Thomas
Tucker.
or
Old
whatever.
man Tucker's just behaving." When have you known Old man Tucker to not be yelling at someone? The bank must be being robbed.
I love that. I think it's all hilarious.
What did Comanche Tom say to Old Man Tucker? He said something like,
He said,
there's
"We're
problems?
No, we're robbing the bank.
Oh, he said we're robbing it. Okay.
He's like,
He
"Why
said-
did you say so?"
Okay.
Yeah. He's basically like, if you could just give us a few minutes, we'll
Yeah.
be done. You can go about your day. He goes, okay.
Yeah.
And then he hits the other two with his cane one more time.
I
just for
thought
good
that was
measure.
funny. Yeah, Old Man Tucker is a very cliched type
I love
old
it.
man character. Just an old
Ain't no
curmudgeon.
cog darn bank holiday.
Get off my lawn, but him with the thing was funny. And I want to give a shout out to the dialogue for Lonnie's sad story, which is also kind of
Oh, that's my drinking buddy, and that's why I'm drinking with Lonnie Packwood.
because of his sad story.
His wife
You
running
took
off.
my dog.
My wife ran off with my brother Jeb.
My cousin Jeb.
Some bitch.
That son of a bitch.
Some
He
bitch.
took my dog. Took my dog.
I got home from the war. My farm was burned down. My cows was dead.
My wife run off with my cousin Jeb.
Some
and they
bitch.
took my dog.
And so Colin Farrell's older brother's like, "All right, let's just cool it, man. We get it."
Shout out to Frank
is
James.
Frank is older.
Yeah, so did I say younger brother? Oh, I meant older.
Yeah, Frank James, who was the actor Gabrielle Mocked. I don't really know him
Suits.
for much
Caitlin
else.
reminded me.
That's what I'm
Suits.
saying. They look nothing alike, and I actually prefer him in this movie.
I think
Little
you're in the
scruffy.
minority there, but yeah.
I thought he did a really good job
Gabriel
in this.
Macht.
He's probably the best acting performance in this movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Probably.
Shakespeare.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he probably does the best.
He just seems like a guy that's down to have some fun,
In real life, he got arrested at that bad job up in Minnesota and then just got acquitted for everything and went and lived a normal human life.
Damn, was Cochran around back then?
What?
Johnny Cochran?
Oh, I was thinking Doc Cochran from Deadwood.
Oh, well, no, that's fair, given we're talking about a Western. No, I was talking about the guy who defended OJ.
Yeah.
Was Robert Kardashian down there?
Robert Kardashian.
Yeah, he defended OJ.
Oh, man,
Anyways,
Jesus.
yes.
Adam Sandler, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry.
Special shout out to Gabriel Macht.
He defended OJ guy.
Check your pocket. Dude, that whore that Lonnie Packwood was getting with, wow.
Sweet cheeks or whatever you call it. Come here, sweet
What, do
cakes.
you have a problem with a heavier woman?
It's not the heavier set. It's more just that she looks like a man. That's the one.
Why do you care?
That's the one thing I have. Well, no, if he's into that, that's great.
That's what I'm saying.
That's great.
In all fairness, most of the women in this movie kind of look like men.
They had hard lives back then.
I know.
you
I thought it
dicks.
was accurate, but only Allie Larder. She's the only pretty girl in this entire movie. No offense. I mean, I'm sure the other girls have nice personalities.
Peace and love to Lonnie on his choices. But I just, when I want, the one thing that I have when I'm attracted to the opposite sex is that they don't look like the sex I am.
Go
That's
here.
my personal.
I have a
You're
valid.
toxic masculinity,
He's a
Rob.
fucking asshole. We've already known this, but I have a scenario for you. You've been robbing banks for months. Let's
Okay.
call it months.
Okay.
Let's go 8 weeks.
Yep.
8 weeks you've had nothing but your own hand.
Okay.
You're hammered on moonshine in a bar.
Just one roulette. Yeah.
Yeah. You got a lucky rabbit's foot.
You got a lucky rabbit's foot.
You're hanging out with Jesse James.
Drunk on moonshine.
Yeah.
A person with tits comes up to you.
Well,
What
they're
are you going to do?
they're in a saloon.
No, you don't wear tits.
Yeah, but they're in a saloon.
2 giant E-cup titties.
Yeah, but I'm not. So
E-cup titties.
E-cup titties.
I'm gonna be like, hey, is there someone else I could?
That's not at all what's happening. He's full of shit.
No, you're just getting it, Rob.
He's absolutely full of
But
shit.
they're in a saloon. There's lots of other hooers that I.
Were there?
I-
Were there other
it's a
whores in the
saloon, I
picture?
would think.
Were they in the movie?
If she was the only one there, yes, you're probably correct. That like I just got out of prison, I'd probably be like,
Anyway, so
E-cup
Ronnie's
titties.
he's hanging with Lonnie Packwood.
yeah, oh for sure.
Eiffel Tower and Sweet Cheeks.
I would Eiffel Tower Sweet Cheeks with Lonnie Packwood. I'll
right.
put that on record.
You know he's packing wood.
Oh, that's nice.
Why do I keep coming back? Honestly.
The whole flip the.
Why do I keep coming back?
This trope is in a lot of Western movies, actually a lot of action movies in general. The whole flip the table over for cover thing, like the bullet's not going to penetrate right through it and hit you anyway.
It's actually, I think they did it on Mythbusters once. It slows the bullets more than if they were just shooting right into your flesh.
Right, so, but exactly, but that even makes my point further, because if you're going to be shot, you want an exit wound. You don't want the bullet to stay in.
It's not always accurate.
That's probably fair.
If you want it slow, especially like if they're hitting the chest area, you want it slowed down so that it can't go through the bone.
Would a table stop that? I just don't, I mean.
They made stuff sturdier back then.
Were these
Let's be
fucking
realistic.
mahogany tables? I mean.
But like you
This
said,
is mahogany.
it's a rule of movies that tables will protect you from bullets.
Tables,
They don't protect you,
couches.
They will slow stuff down.
Yeah.
And you want it slowed down. You don't want a bullet just hit you full on. You don't always want an exit wound. What if it hits an artery?
Was that movie
Well, you're
even
fucked
good?
anyway.
Exit wounds?
Oh, well, that's one for the pod. That's another DMX movie that I will die on this hill.
Yuck.
Gregory Smith had a great run in the 2000s where he just played the younger brother that got killed.
Yep.
You had The Patriot. You had
Yep.
this movie.
Ah, yeah, that's what he. Yeah,
You had Small Soldiers. He didn't die in that one.
yeah, that was maybe like his biggest role.
The Patriot was
he the main
amazing.
character of Small Soldiers?
Yep.
I'm going to go home and watch The Patriot today.
I watched it like within the last year.
My mom laughs because I love that freaking movie. She put it in my stocking.
It's a good
one
movie.
year.
It's a
There you
good
go.
movie.
She
It's not a bad
she doesn't
movie.
get it. She doesn't get it.
What? Why doesn't she like The Patriot?
I mean, I think she tolerates it, but she's not like one of those people that's going to watch it over and over.
Dude,
It's fun.
Mel Gibson, while anti-Semitic, is very good in that
He
movie.
wasn't outwardly anti-Semitic when he put that movie out.
Yeah,
so
but he
I
was
allow it.
inwardly anti-Semitic.
He didn't tell anyone about it.
Oh, okay.
Nobody knew yet.
As long as nobody knows, it's all right.
It's like Woody Allen. Nobody knew
Yeah,
he
it's
was
like,
a piece of
dude,
shit the entire time.
have you watched?
No,
haven't
you
watched
knew
it
he was
yet.
a piece of shit the entire time. He seduced his adopted daughter.
Yeah, I haven't
Piece of
watched
shit.
the doc
That's
yet.
From the
if you
beginning.
haven't watched the doc, that's not the worst of it.
No, but that's like you knew he was a piece of shit right then.
He
He's been a
definitely
piece of shit for millions of years.
was inappropriate with Dylan,
Yes. Fair enough.
which the guy's a genius
Let's move on.
filmmaker.
We're not going to talk about it.
But he's also definitely
pedophile.
Not, yeah.
He's a pedophile. You can say it. A pedophile.
I need to watch the doc still, but yeah, I've heard it's not good.
We don't have millions of listeners that are going to come at me for calling him a pedophile. So,
Well, I think it's accurate, too.
Or if you're British, you could say pedophile.
There you go.
I'm not going to say that. I'll say cunt, though.
And if you like to
she
go
said
fast,
it.
You can
He
say
said it earlier.
Oh,
I said it.
well, I said struggling run.
He said see you next Tuesday, and then he said cunt. So, like,
Oh, okay.
we're
All right.
already on that
Yeah, we're
bandwagon
throwing it
now.
out there, man. Cunt.
I've said cunt on this podcast at least 11
I
times.
have one, and I can say it, damn it.
Yeah, we act like we're British, you know? Fuck them.
I do like the Brits' use of the word more than others.
No.
Well, yeah, because it sounds better.
All right, my last note is I like how Comanche Bob has one line the entire
Comanche Tom.
film. Oh,
Comanche Tom.
I wrote down Comanche Bob. It is Comanche
Bob
Tom.
Younger, yeah.
Has one line in the entire film, and it's pretty evident why. Bob, you know Cole would never do such a thing.
Well,
Cole and Jesse are cousins, best friends, blood brothers.
that's not accurate. He talked to the old man at the bank, so 2 lines.
Sorry, 2 lines. And the old man at the bank was like not an extended line. It was like, we're robbing it. That
I
was
did
it.
think his line when he was talking to Bob, I was like, the escalation. They're best buds, cousins, blood brothers.
Blood brothers. And it was like,
Like-
what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I think he's, it was nice that they cast an actual Native American to play Comanche Tom. I wonder if he's actually Comanche.
I could find out. No, 'cause he's from Canada.
Canada?
I do
Okay.
remember that.
Oh, Canada.
What does Comanche mean? It means, I
I
learned
think it
this.
was a tribe, right?
No, I know it's a tribe. It means something, though. It means everyone's my enemy or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I learned that in, damn it, that movie with Jeff Bridges and Chris Pine and,
Oh, Hell or High Water?
Yes.
Hell or High Water.
yeah.
Water?
Voila!
I've been actually wanting to watch that again. Saw that in theaters.
Very good movie.
Liked it a lot.
That writer is fucking aces, dude. He wrote that, Sicario,
Oh, yeah.
bunch of that. That
Does he
writer.
direct those movies too?
He just writes them.
Okay. Well, I like the direction.
It does
in,
not
Hell or
say
High
what
Water.
tribe he belongs to, but he was born in Canada. So.
A Canadian tribe, I would wager.
Oh, what?
I just want to give a quick shout out to John Locke being in this movie.
Who's John Locke?
From Lost. He was the
Oh yeah,
he's the guy with
Yeah,
the little mustache.
crazy
you know, yeah.
knee.
He
Yeah.
was hanging out with Thaddeus Young and
Are you
James Bond.
now you're calling him that on purpose?
I did that on purpose. And I'm calling Timothy Dalton James Bond because he was James Bond.
What an underrated James Bond.
Yeah, well-
IMO.
I really like Living Daylights. License to Kill I could give or take.
Living Daylights is way
I
better.
fucking love Living Daylights.
Way
But
better.
anyway, so yeah, shout out to him. And then I just want to, for Timothy Dalton and James Bond, I just want to say the line again. Whenever Jesse makes it down to Florida and they're, having the eel sex or whatever in the ocean,
Do it.
and all those soldiers are there. And real quick, Ali Larder's whole line of, if you don't look, it's not real. It's just like,
Get the fuck out.
that's pretty cheesy. But then, Jesse James, you're under arrest.
Pretty good.
Yeah, you hit it.
That's pretty good. You want me to try it?
Yeah, go for it.
No, I don't think I could do it. You did it perfectly.
You're under arrest.
You're under arrest. He definitely
He like
puts
throws that T at the end.
definitely adds an extra syllable, and it's perfect. Like
And I'm
it's,
exaggerating it, of
No, no,
course.
no.
But it's great.
he does it, and it works. I love Timothy Dalton.
Yeah, he does a great job in this movie. And then his turn at the end, he's just like, oh, Tennessee. The railroad has no business in Tennessee.
Therefore, I have no business in Tennessee.
yeah, he's
all right.
great. I think I'm going to go to Tennessee now, y'all.
I hear Knoxville's nice.
That was a little Sean Connery.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but
a
it's
little bit,
Scottish.
A little
It'll
bit.
Yeah,
work.
I mean, they're both Scottish. It works.
Rest in peace.
Caitlin, anything else?
No.
All right, moving on to Do You Know What Time It Is?
Got up, big bitty.
It's time for Tipsy Trivia.
Pretty close?
Not bad.
Wait, real quick before we start tipsy trivia.
Sure.
Ali Larder, not so bad in this movie. I know
yeah,
she wasn't the best,
Acting
but
was not
I
good.
didn't bring it up, but that whole scene where they're searching the houses for Jesse James, and she goes, "Sir," and she goes, "Go." It was pretty bad.
I convinced him we were
The whole
alone.
movie, her acting was not good.
I thought the Jesse James slide. Jesse, is that your hand?
I think he's feeling better already. Why am I going? Maybe 6.5.
6.5. No news is good news.
No, this is good news.
But I do think she looks really badass after she shoots that canyon.
Yeah, that's pretty
cannon,
cool.
And she blows the
That's
thing
pretty
out.
cool.
That would have never happened in real life.
Yeah. Then shout out to the fake TNT barrels and the messages on the side of the road when it was like,
TNT.
slow down.
TNT.
Too late. You're dead.
The Turner Network Television. Sorry, it's stupid.
All right, anyway, tipsy trivia. Sorry.
So there's very minimal trivia for this film. So I have 3, and you already know the answer to one.
All
So
right.
you're shotgunning.
So you got to get just one right. Okay.
I'm going to get all 3.
True or false? Number 1. True or false? Colin Farrell did all of his own stunts in this film.
Oh, false.
See, now are we going all or like most or like
All.
true?
It's false, but he did
He did
as many as the director would
exactly.
allow him to
See,
do.
that's not a fair question.
Hey, you know what? It's very fair because you guys already knew the other one,
Not
so
a fair
I feel like
question.
we're fair.
I'll just say at the beginning of the movie when he's riding on the horse and doing the shooting, at one point he like
pretty
rides on the
cool.
side of the horse, but I could tell it wasn't his face. So that's why I said false.
Okay.
He did like there was like a percentage on one of the websites, like 72%.
I bet he actually did the train thing. It's pretty sweet when he's riding on the train.
Oh,
and
yeah.
shooting through the windows.
No, he has a lot of great action sequences in this film.
Yeah, we didn't
Really
we
cool.
Did not
But
like the
Colin
action
Farrell's
very much.
always been
Yeah.
very
Good
proud
action.
of doing his own stunts. That's why I said all.
I'm so a little off topic, but hey, it's an open
Fuck
format
fest, yeah.
podcast. I'm very excited for him as the Penguin in the new Batman movie.
With
Oh, yeah.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, I always thought Robert Pattinson was kind of a Streisand, but he really rocked the shit in that trailer.
No, he's fucking awesome.
He's good in Tenet.
I'm vengeance. You've seen it, I assume.
Ben Affleck is terrible as Batman, so I'm ready for anything.
I liked him in the Snyder. He was okay.
The Snyder
watched
Cut
the
was
Snyder
fine, but
Cut
everything else is fucking garbage.
We can agree the Snyder Cut was way better than the Whedon Cut.
I never saw the Whedon Cut.
Well, then
Because I
how
heard
could
it
you
was
even
terrible.
compare it? Well, you have to watch both to understand the difference. Like you
I read an article about the differences. It's
you
not
can't
good.
understand how much better the Snyder Cut is. It's phenomenally
I mean,
better.
it's 4 hours, but yeah.
I hated the Whedon cut so much that I still haven't seen the Snyder cut, but I know I need to watch
It's
it.
way better, dude.
I know.
You
Maybe
gotta
I'll do that
watch it.
tonight.
You gotta watch it.
See, I was warned not to watch it because I need background, and the Whedon Cut had no background for stuff.
Yeah, dude. Whedon
No,
cut
the-
sucks.
the-
I
that
need
movie sucks.
explain-
The Snyder
Nation.
Cut literally provides the background. That's
that's
why
what
it's
I'm
better.
saying.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I was told not to watch the Whedon Cut.
They should have done some establishing movies beforehand.
Although they should have just done the Snyder Cut as 2 movies.
It's essentially what Snyder does. He actually has establishing. It's way better.
Cyborg and the Flash sucked in the Whedon cut, but I
See,
hear there's
Cyborg
so much
Cyborg
was
and the
better.
Flash are the
awesome.
best characters.
That's what people
in
have told me.
They're the
Yeah.
best characters in the Snyder
Although
Cut.
people make fun of how he runs, and I just want to say, if you're trying to build up electricity, you gotta kind of
How he runs, it's digital. And all right, anyway, number 2.
because he looks like he's swinging them arms out wide. But if
Because
you're
it's in
making
slow
energy-
motion.
But if you're making energy as well, you kind of want to get a little extra motion going.
What the fuck are you talking
Get
about?
those arms moving, man.
Okay.
Did you not
It's like
watch
the
it?
electric slide.
Did you not watch him run?
No, of course I did. I watched the full 4 hours. I watched
We're
it.
gonna bring it up after this because you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about.
Did you?
What's the next trivia question?
All right, number 2. So this is going to be the one you already know.
They were cousins. Bye.
Z-Mims.
Next.
Well, hold on. I wrote these goddamn questions, and I'm going to read them, goddamn you.
They were banging.
Z-Mims and Jesse James are actually related. How close in relation are they? Second cousins, first cousins, half brother and sister, or step brother and sister? We've established they are first cousins. B.
What are you
That
doing,
felt like a
step
very
bro?
that felt like a very porn hubby question.
Yeah.
What do you do? Hey, step bro.
Speaking of, I wish I would have remembered when we were talking about the Suez Canal, but I saw a meme that the ship is stuck, but it's like from the perspective of another ship looking out.
like in a
go-
washing machine or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like, what are you doing, step ship?
Oh, that's a reach.
I thought it was funny.
It's kind of funny. Hey, if it got it unstuck.
All right, this is for
Yeah, no joke.
This is for all the marbles.
Marbles.
Marbles. Number 3, over under 46. How many days of the 65-day shoot were in over 100-degree weather? Over under 46.
Under?
Over.
You got a shotgun because it's. Wait, hold on. Who said over? Who said under?
I said over.
I said under, but we both got 2 right.
No, but
What is it?
it's under
Okay,
45
well
days.
then you got a shotgun.
Well, I'm not shotgunning. I have a baby and drive very far.
Oh, prioritize Caitlin. Jesus Christ.
We've been over this. I drive just as far as he does, and I made it here.
No,
on time.
it's objectively you do not drive as far
no,
as he
because
does.
if I have to drive 15 extra minutes to drop the baby off, that makes it almost 40 minutes from there to here. So that's almost an hour in the car.
You drop baby off at parents? All right, I didn't factor that in.
Yeah, nobody factored that into account. It takes me like 50 minutes.
So we're even.
But I'm
And
just
I was
going
on
downtown
time.
after
and
this.
I was on time.
downtown.
Was on time.
Does anyone have a the keys? Anything?
I did finish this movie while I was driving down here.
Oh, as you can see, I finished this movie right before you guys got here.
It's a lot of keys. Take your pick.
You can't keys.
That's a bottle opener. Wouldn't recommend.
Oh,
The
okay.
truck key is usually the best. It's nice and skinny.
What about this fob? This looks like it'll work. I'm fucking with
There's
you.
the truck key.
All right. Kean, do you want to join?
I might as well.
Okay. They're kind of warmer.
I haven't done a shotgun in a while, if I'm being honest.
No,
I hate to tell you, listeners, but I haven't been doing it.
No. I don't know if you guys are noticing. We haven't done them in quite a while.
Oh, months.
It's because there's usually only 2 of you, so what's the fun in that?
Well, I
That's a
mean,
good point.
yeah.
If
Then we're
y'all-
just alcoholics.
Yeah.
I mean,
If there's 3 of us, then it makes it a
if you're
competition.
going by the numbers, I drink like an alcoholic.
As long as we have somebody here to watch us shotgun, that makes us,
That makes it a party.
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking the headphones off to do this.
Probably smart. Don't want
Smart packs.
don't want him to get moist.
Smat pack.
Khakis.
Moist.
God, I got sunburned on vacation. I didn't realize it.
A little
how
bit
was
on your
your trip?
nose.
Oh, we'll go over it once we do this. I had a good time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put him on blast, but I could.
3, 2, 1.
Everyone enjoy my llama keychain. A nurse gave this to me. It's an Aldi quarter holder. Genius.
Ah,
Aldi for the win.
so sweet.
It's not that sweet.
Jesus.
I should have gotten over this in current.
Caitlin, why are you burping like that?
I should have done this in current affairs. But yeah, man, I was in.
Is that a current affair?
Yeah, that's news, bro. That's newsworthy.
You know what time it is. Rob's birthday bash recap.
Yeah, I turned 32 last Saturday and decided
You old fuck.
to take a break. Shut up, man. I know I'm aging horribly. Look at me.
There's a sunburn.
This is why
mostly.
sunburn. This is why white people age terribly.
It's the sun. Yeah. It's the
So I
sun.
was
it's
in-
the sun's fault.
I was in. It definitely is. I was in Austin for 3 days. Austin, Texas. I don't know if I need to.
I thought you meant Austin, Oklahoma.
I thought you just meant a boy named Austin.
Oh.
Hey, what if I did?
I wouldn't judge
I mean,
you.
it'd probably be a good birthday, huh?
You love gay porn names, so
I do. That's a fact. So I spent 3 days in Austin.
Did you have barbecue?
I did.
was it
Yeah.
garbage?
It was a place called La Barbecue. No, Texas barbecue's fantastic.
It's not as good as Kansas City barbecue, though.
It's
Accurate.
different.
It's dry.
Yeah, it's shit.
It's dry and sad, like the whole state of Texas.
You're
gonna-
Fuck off.
You're gonna hate me. I think it's just as good, if not
I'm
maybe
leaving.
better.
You should move to Texas and get
Pretty,
the fuck out of
it's
here.
pretty good.
You have revoked. You didn't know Jesse James was from Kearney. You didn't know how to pronounce Kearney.
Kearney?
Kearney?
And now
Kearney?
you say Texas is just as good.
Well,
Yeah.
their barbecue's very good. I'm not.
No, it's not.
It's very good.
It's not. You went to the one good place in Texas.
There's literally a place called.
Went to the one good place.
Yeah.
No. There's a whole city in Texas right outside Austin dedicated to it's some of the best barbecue in the world. It's called
Objectively or so.
You know what? You're doing more for Texas right now than Ted Cruz did.
All right, so you're right. All right.
Hey, you mean
I'll get
Start
out.
calling you Rob Cruz.
Lockhart. It's called Lockhart. I'll get off Texas's jock.
flyaway cruise?
But it was fun. I had a great time in Texas. I met some friends down there, stayed with them. It was a good time. Then I went to Lost Wages,
Except you didn't lose.
Las
wages.
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
God damn it.
Yeah, made quite a bit of money.
Nice.
For all the
Gambling,
followers that want to stalk him,
$2,800,
Oh.
and
he made double stimmy money.
I hit a lot of parlays. I hit a lot of gambling parlays that paid out, and then I did pretty well at the blackjack table. I won my variance bets more than I lost them, which is why I came up there. But
What
yeah.
is a variance bet?
So you vary your bets, right? If you're at a $10 minimum table, you bet $10 at certain hands, and then if you can count cards, I can't.
Yeah,
I don't know how to do that.
that's when you bet
You
big.
know when to vary your bet to make sure that you get a better return. I can't count cards, so I just gamble and guess,
Yeah.
and it happened to pay off.
That's good.
I can't count cards. Well, yeah, it's against the law.
It's not against the law. It's
They
absolutely,
don't-
it's 100% legal.
If they catch you counting cards, they make you leave.
Yeah, they can tell you have to leave, but it's not against the law. You won't get arrested for it. No, 100%
It's
is
against
legal.
casino law.
My boss might break your fingers.
Yeah, but it's not. You're not going to be arrested for counting cards.
I would rather be arrested than have my fingers broken.
I watched a video about this dude that is like a professional card counter, and like he has to change like disguises and shit just
Yeah.
to gamble in
Because
a
he's
casino
banned
at
from
all.
casinos.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so like the whole thing was just him driving from casino to casino, and he's like, hopefully we'll be able to play like 10 hands before we get kicked out. Like, I don't know. That doesn't seem like the way
It
to
doesn't
live.
sound fun.
Yeah,
First of all, this is made very clear in The Hangover.
right.
Are we gonna do drinking buddies?
Yep.
Drinking buddies.
Buddies.
Glad you're rich now, but the rest of us aren't. So let's talk about.
I'm not rich.
Who we would get hammered with.
The portion of the podcast where we choose a character, not an actor, but a character from the movie that we reviewed that we would get irresponsibly shit-faced, hammered, shy-vote, if you will, and I will, with who is your drinking buddy, Caitlin?
Frank James.
That's fair. For the sex, for sure, though, right?
I mean, for the sex, and just because he seems like he can hold a conversation, and
He's intelligent.
and he's a
He
sniper.
knows Shakespeare.
So.
He's like, hey, Frank, will you write down one of them fancy Shakespeare poems so I
And he
can
knows-
read it?
And he knows, like, he knows laws, and he's the one leading the town. I mean, not that any of this was true, but, like, in the movie.
Yeah.
Again, it's the
Smart,
character.
Sexy, can shoot good.
Is that important?
In that time, yes, it was.
Okay.
In that time, it's very important. The accuracy level, not accurate at
I
all
would have
in a
died.
movie, but-
I would have died a horrible death in the
I
Old
would've
West.
I have terrible vision without my LASIK. I would have been dead.
No, I mean, I'm just kind of a big pussy in general. I would have been like,
That's
this is not
accurate.
fun. I'd rather
This is
die.
accurate.
Just living in general.
And you would have sold your farm for fucking pennies on the dollar and then died because you
It
had
got
no
blown
money.
up anyway. I
You
don't
would have been one of those guys in the saloon that just drinks himself to death.
definitely
Yeah.
100%.
Passed out next to the pigs or something.
Yeah, oh yeah, I would have been that.
Yeah.
I would have the guy in the Pirates of the Caribbean where
They
they
just
like
eat ya.
they just throw water on you, be like, get the fuck out of here, and I'll be like, all right,
All right, what day is it though?
where am I?
Liberty. Fuck.
I started in Knoxville.
Yeah. If we were doing historical characters, it would definitely be Jesse James with a close runner-up to Cole Younger just because he's from Lee Summit.
Sure.
So I'd be interested to be like, what was Lee Summit like, buddy? You know?
Yeah,
Because I'm from here.
of course.
But since we're doing characters from the movie, I'll go with Bob Younger.
Yeah, Bob was
He's
fun.
hilarious.
Bob was
Well,
fun.
You know, that whole scene where it's
We didn't bring this up and we should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I knew he was going to be my drinking buddy, so I wanted to shout him out there, but that was very funny.
He just gets pissed off because the drawing looks nothing like him. Apparently, I'm not being noticed.
Yeah, just freaks the fuck out
This
the next
wild
time.
Bill Younger.
Yeah.
It is weird throughout the film how they don't lay low at all. Like they don't keep a low profile. Yet they literally shout their names wherever they go.
Well, that's what Pinkerton says. He's like, we're going to get a jury to convict these boys. No, they give money to the churches.
Yeah. So the
They
second,
built a school.
yeah, but so,
Also not historically accurate.
Yeah, but they had that reputation of being Robin Hood type characters.
but here's the thing. So the second Jesse James actually tries to lay low is when he gets arrested.
Well, he used his
a
real
movie.
name on his marriage certificate.
Is that what got him? You
It
think?
had to have been.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I don't think it was Cole.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
That'd be breaking outlaw code.
Yeah. And Cole Younger, I mean, the younger boys, the brothers, would be fun to hang out with. Cole, when he wasn't, being a little bitch. And
Cole's
wanted to be-
Cole's a little
Bob
bit
would
of
have
a
been the most
diva.
fun, though.
At the beginning of the movie, he's kind of cool, though.
Bob, yeah, that's
But
true.
Bob, yeah, I would choose Bob.
Bob's
And he looks
the
good with a
younger.
shirt off.
Well, they all do. They're in a movie.
They look better than me with my shirt off.
Well,
that's for
fuck
sure.
yeah, dude. Are you
They're
kidding
better
me?
than all of us with our shirts off.
Yeah.
We're all just out here trying.
I don't know. You have boobs.
So do I.
Minimal. Minimal.
What's
we,
so
we might
special?
be even
Yeah.
right now.
All right. My drinking buddy obviously was Lonnie Packwood,
Lonnie Packwood.
and we
He took my dog.
no, we did. I mostly
Bitch.
I thought that
Some bitch.
that was the funniest part of the whole film. I say this is the last straw. I came back from the war. My farm was burned down. My cows was dead, and my wife ran off with my cousin Jeb. That son of a bitch. He took my dog.
I like the character that is also from Mighty Ducks.
What? Is that the
The other character that's not Lonnie Packwood.
yeah, the
Clell.
Clell or whatever.
Clell is from the Mighty
That
Ducks.
is Clown. Holy shit. I was wondering where I recognize. He's the lasso guy.
Yeah, from Mighty
Holy
Ducks.
shit. I recognize that guy and I had no idea why. Now I do.
Are you happy
Just
I
a
brought it
bit
up?
little role there, trying to transition from the 90s to 2000s.
And it never worked.
He never was
It
seen
never
again.
That was his last role, I'm pretty sure.
Was it really?
But-
I have no idea.
Are you glad?
Yeah, we're
are you
gonna say
glad I
it.
brought that up?
Yeah,
No.
I was
Mighty
wondering
Ducks.
how I knew that fucking
Ducks.
face, that stupid haircut and that fucking face. I'm like,
Yeehaw!
if he had a,
You played the same character in the Mighty
Yeah.
Ducks, so here
I was
we are.
about to say if he had a cowboy hat on, I would recognize him, and I realized he did have a cowboy
Have
hat
you
on.
guys seen the trailer for the series? The Mighty Ducks
I
series?
have.
Yeah,
Where the Mighty Ducks are the bad guys,
Coach Bombay comes back, right?
Bombay comes back.
Yeah,
and,
but not as the coach.
They're pulling a Cobra Kai.
Yeah, but what's her name from Gilmore Girls is in it?
Yeah.
Laura,
mom.
Lorelai.
Laura Graham.
The mom. Yeah,
Or-
I don't know.
The one who likes to fuck Santa Claus is in Bad Santa.
Sure.
Yeah, and she dates Larry David in one of the seasons of Curb.
Oh, she does. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
But anyway, yeah.
All right.
Nobody wants to drink with fucking Clayle, though.
Clell.
Clell? Fuck
I would
no.
know.
He
Yeah.
was kind of a dick.
Hey, how do you say your name again, man?
Clell.
Clell?
C-L-E-L-L.
Clell.
Clell.
I'm Keenan, man. It's like Keenan and Clell.
Oh, that was good. You're on fire today, Keegan.
That would be me drunk with Clell. That was a little for you.
All right.
Hey, man.
Holy
Remember when
shit.
you were in the Mighty Ducks?
Can I hold your gun, bro?
I can't believe this has gone an hour 19. That's crazy. Okay, Rotten Tomatoes over under. Portion of the podcast where I don't need to say it. All right,
I
critics.
thought it was Real Buzz Rankings.
Well, no, that's the
the
last
next
one.
one. Oh, okay.
Rotten Tomatoes over under is the name of the segment. We go critics, audience, IMDb, and then Real Buzz ranking.
I knew that.
Critics, I will set the over under at a 13%.
Oh, shit. I hope over.
Under.
It is over. It's a 14%.
14.
Good.
All right. 14% of you know what the fuck's up.
Audience, I will set it a 69%.
Ooh.
Under.
Even.
I almost did that. That's a great call. I didn't. It is under. It's 68.
Damn it.
No, going forward, if it's ever 69%, I'm setting it. It's always going to be even.
Yeah, okay. See, I'm not going to remember that. But
IMDb was
6.0?
6.0.
Yeah.
Which
you
is
know
also-
what?
That's
also what I-
respectable.
that's what
That's
I
a
gave
high
it.
rating for IMDb.
That's what I gave it.
Yeah, because you're
6.0.
actually rating them, right?
I'm rating them as I go, yeah.
Oh, so you gave it that. Very nice. Real Buzz ranking, I give it a 2.5 beers out of 5.
See, I'd give it a 3.
I give it a 4.
Yeah, I would give it a 7 on IMDb, so maybe I should jump up to 4 as well. Like, I really like it.
2.5 beers out of 5. It's good.
Colin Farrell doing a great job.
The
his
the
best
cast
acting
is great.
performance.
The cast
No,
is
but
great.
it's not a long movie. Like, if it was 100 minutes, I could see it, like, having boring...
You mean 4 more minutes?
Well, all right, okay.
You mean like 120 minutes?
Yeah, if it was like 120 minutes. If it was 2
4
hours.
more minutes.
All right, you've convinced
Even
me.
if it was 110 minutes.
I'll
but
bump
if
it.
there was-
I'll bump it up to 3.
Yeah.
3 beers out of 5.
I'm glad that the love story was short and sweet. They didn't,
Ugh,
like, sap it
yes.
up too much.
They-
Just a little hand job
Don't
while
hate
he's being
it.
stuck.
Caitlin's right though. They didn't have a lot of great romantic
Connection.
chemistry.
No.
Which maybe his first cousins they didn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that was intentional. Fucking
I thought it was a good movie.
guys, whatever you do, don't fuck your first cousin.
It
Yeah.
creates a lot of medical problems for your children. Don't do it.
Your children will be retarded or something.
Their children were fine. Well, 2 of their children were fine, and 2 of them died in infancy. So I guess that's 50%.
Yeah,
success
well,
rate.
because they were first. Well, it was also the 19th century, and they were first cousins. They're
And
really
the
playing the odds there.
The 2 that died were twins, and they just had a lower life expectancy.
But it was normal to fuck your first cousin back then.
That's what I'm saying.
They didn't know that it was, like, causing
Bad.
all the problems.
What if Cindy Crawford in her prime was your first cousin?
No. I mean, I'm not going to have sex with my first cousin.
Yeah, me either.
Stepsister stuck in a fucking
Dryer?
dryer?
100%. Yeah.
If you're
No,
not blood, if you're not blood related,
That's in play. That's completely.
in play.
If Cindy
Y'all are
Crawford
fucking
in her
nasty.
prime is my stepsister and her hand is stuck in a dryer, that's fair game.
all right. And this
Who's
was
out here
real
getting
buzz
their hands
takes.
stuck in dryers
They
anyway?
don't get stuck.
Like,
That's
what
the whole
fuck?
point. It's a terrible premise.
It's like, I've been doing laundry for way longer than I'd like to admit.
Rob hit the button.
No,
You
hold
can't
on.
do
We're
that.
gonna
been
No.
stuck in the
We're
dryer
gonna talk about
once.
this but here's why, Keenan. Because in that premise in pornography,
It's women.
well, no. Well, not just that, but it's
Well, not just-
it's woman in a position where like she's bent over and her ass is out. So
Oh, really?
you did. Well, why did you say you get
No,
it?
I get. I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
I get
I
it.
never get on my hands and knees to get laundry out of the dryer.
Sometimes it's the dishwasher.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that's a
they're
good
getting
point.
shit under the sink. Sometimes they're stuck in the bed or something.
It's I've seen one under the sink too,
Yeah.
for sure.
I also never been on my knees to get anything out from under the sink.
I saw one
Yeah,
literally
you squat. I
where
agree.
this girl got her hand stuck in like super glue on a table, and that was all it took. It's like, what the fuck?
Why do these women have to get their hands stuck? Why can't
Exactly.
they just want to have sex with?
Yeah, why do they have to be step siblings? Why can't it just be
It is
people having
weird.
sex?
It is weird.
Anyway,
All
what
right.
are you doing, step bro?
Oh, it's stepmom too. Oh, your father isn't as good. It's like Jesus
Right,
Christ.
get out of here with that.
All right, this has been another edition of Real Buzz Takes. We are the Real Buzz crew. Keenan, take us out.
Don't watch porn these days, man. It's weird.
We are the Real Buzz Crew, and we review the best of the worst for you.
This concludes our broadcast day.
Unless you're like into that sort of thing.